Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the Scholar Online YouTube channel. In this channel, we make videos on learning web development, learning web application development, e-commerce development, digital marketing. If you're new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe. You'll find the subscribe button at the bottom of the video that you're watching right now, that red button over there. Please subscribe so that you will always be informed and you'll get notifications every time we set up a new video in this channel. We have new videos on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. Also, like this video and leave me a comment below, and I will try to get to each and every single comment that is made on this video. Another useful feature that we have on our videos is at the bottom inside the description box. If you expand the description of the video, you will see we've got timestamps to interesting sections in the videos that we're making, because we make a lot of long videos, so you don't have to watch the entire video. You can just read through the timestamp and read about the section that you're interested in, and you can just click on that timestamp and it will take you exactly to that section, and you can just watch that section. And it's also useful in future. If you return, you can just go to the timestamp and click on the section that you want to watch again. And also in the description below, guys, we've got links to our social media channels: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Please follow us there as well. We sometimes output information in there, and let's start learning. Happy new year and compliments of the new season. I really hope that you had an amazing break with your family, and an amazing Christmas, and amazing happy new year with your family, but you were keeping safe in this very difficult times of Corona. But here on Scholar Online, we are all about learning. So we're going to continue with our Django lecture series, continue where we left off. We have done so much already. Let's just recap on where we are right now with our project. So we have developed this project on clickup.com, and if you don't have that, you can get that for free. Watch our previous lectures and see how we did with the project planning, because I've mentioned already, the whole aim of this lecture series is not just to teach you how to develop a web application using a Django, but is to teach you the entire project approach. If you were a real developer out there and you had a client, how you would go around it to make sure that you do proper planning, and that you go through this whole process as efficiently as possible. You will see we started with setting up the development environment, going through the project resources and the template that we're going to be using, the HTML and CSS that we're going to be using for this project. And we talked a little bit about object-oriented programming, and I think this is where we left off last week. And today we're going to continue with the keyword planning and a little bit of marketing branding. Okay, so project resources, if you remember, this is the resource that we're going to be working with. So you should have already downloaded this template that we're going to be working with in this lecture series. If you haven't downloaded it, and if you've missed the previous lectures, have a look at lecture 2. At least I think that's the one where we download this from a theme forest, and it's free to download. The only catch when you download this for free is that you will not be able to remove the branding at the bottom that says it's designed by Jobiam, because they gave it to you for free. So in return, what we do is that we leave the link on the website that we're going to build for them. That also helps them with promoting their templates and getting more visitors, and some of those visitors probably will pay for this template. So there's a catch. You get it for free, but you have to pay it forward by leaving the link on the template. So basically, this is what we're going to be building. We're building a job search website. It's a web application in the sense that it's going to be dynamic. People are going to be able to come here and search for jobs, add jobs. Companies will be able to register, post a job, and people that are looking for jobs will be able to come and search for the jobs that they want, perhaps register, get an email. There's a lot of things that we're going to be doing. So this is probably going to be a very long lecture series, but let's continue where we left off and, get back to the planning and what we need to be doing next, okay? So, SEO keyword. So, for keyword planning, you need, I like to use the Google Keyword Planner. I don't know if it's the best, but I like it because it's free, all right? And it's free if you have a Google Ads account. So, you can't access the Keyword Planner if you don't have an active Google Ads active Google Ads account with at least one paid ad in it that you've used, even if you've canceled it later on, but then you'll be able to use a keyword planner. So you can just go to Google, search Google Keyword Planner, and it will take you to this link over here, and then you can click on Go to Keyword Planner, and then it will take you there, and then you can start discovering your keywords. Okay, so from the top of your head, when you do keyword planning, you need to think around what are the words the words or the type of search words that people would type into the Google search bar. So if this was a Google search bar and the target market that you're aiming for, you have to think about this in this job website that you're building, who's your target market and what are those people searching for? All right. So maybe the people are going to be searching for engineering jobs in Johannesburg, for example. All right. You go to Google and you would think about how do you search for jobs? Do I search for engineering jobs? All right. And if you do engineering jobs, just leave it there. This is another nice nifty trick. You will see Google will give you recommendations on how to complete this. Engineering jobs in Gauteng, in South Africa, in Pretoria, in Cape Town. So these are keywords. These are the things people are searching for. So you want to work with these keywords inside your keyword planner because you want to find what are the keywords that have higher search volumes so that you can pick better keywords that have got a higher search volume, less cost, and focus on those keywords when you're building your application. You have to do this before you build your application because you have to write this into the HTML, into every page of your application and figure out what keywords you're going to be targeting on what pages. All right. So for now, for today's lecture, we're only going to focus on the home page. Okay, so the home page is going to be the main page that everyone will land on, or the landing page. So this is going to be the keyword that underpins all the other keywords. You can have multiple keywords for different pages and target different keywords on different pages. But for the home page specifically, what is the main keyword we're going to be working with? Okay, I'm looking for engineering jobs. Perhaps you could look for, what is it, like remote jobs, South Africa, remote jobs near me. I don't know. So you're gonna go to your keyword planner and type all these possibilities of words of sort of like jobs in your mouth. So I mean in your head, sorry. So I'll start with jobs just as it is. All right. I'll start with the remote jobs. All right. I'll start with I'll think around engineering jobs. Okay, jobs near me. Apply for jobs. Jobs in South Africa. Jobs in Johannesburg. Okay, jobs in Cape Town. I think you can put maximum 10 keywords. All right, and then just put in get results. And this is an iterative process. I'm doing this once off just to show you, but it's an iterative process. You could do it once and you don't find enough, and then you go and you do it again and you do it again. So you can see for jobs, it has, if you just put in the word, just the keyword job is between 10 and 100K. All right, and I mean, it's fairly cheap, the top of page range is like R1, almost R2. So this is affordable to work with. Just jobs, jobs. But jobs is very vague, remote jobs, you get that. I like that. Jobs near me, but jobs near me is a bit more expensive than jobs. All right. Jobs in South Africa, jobs in Johannesburg, jobs in Cape Town is also, and it's also got low competition. You see that? That's another thing. You want keywords that have got low competition, okay? Higher search, monthly searches. So you want a very high monthly search, a low competition, and a low price. So even this price is a little bit higher, the competition is low, which means you have a better chance of getting, of ranking for this type of keyword. Jobs in Johannesburg, jobs in South Africa, is a bit more expensive, and even then the search is lower. You see, so you are better off targeting jobs in Johannesburg, jobs in Cape Town, than doing jobs in South Africa. You see why it's important to do keyword planning. You might think from the top of your head, no, I want this to be a nationwide search engine, and therefore I'm going to go for the keyword jobs in South Africa. But actually, when you do the keyword research, you find that jobs in South Africa actually only has 1,000 to 10,000 K average monthly searches, whereas jobs in Johannesburg has a higher monthly search. Even though South Africa is broader, people don't type in jobs in South Africa, they type in jobs in Johannesburg, or they type in jobs in Cape Town. You understand? And the competition is low. So I like these two keywords. Engineering jobs is maybe a little bit too specific, but we will then be able to target this keyword in other pages. Like we're going to have a page that only talks to engineering jobs, a page that only talks to remote jobs, a page that only talks to different ones. So we can target these other keywords in other pages. But for our main home page, I think I'm going to go with these two: jobs in Johannesburg and jobs in Cape Town. So I'm going to write them down over here. Okay. Another thing you want to do at this point, it will recommend you, it will also like give you other suggestions, job hunting, Indeed jobs. Obviously, Indeed jobs is very specific. Okay, but if you want to target that keyword, I've seen people do it, but look at how expensive that keyword search is. All right. And job hunting is a little bit lower. So I like these ones. I like these ones because of the low competition. All right, jobs in Johannesburg, jobs in Cape Town is very low competition, and the price is a bit higher compared to this one. But if you look at 1.98 and 2.5, maybe not so bad. So what you want to do here, you can download this whole thing in a CSV document. All right, because there is actually more rows that you don't see here. What you see here is only like the top, all the ones you've entered, but there's a whole lot more keywords ideas that you can't see here. So it's preparing report. We're just gonna wait for it. But while you wait for it, you can actually download this and then spend more time interrogating that report. All right. So you can see specifically the searches. Okay, 50,000 average searches. That's a lot. I mean, if you rank for this type of word with 50,000 monthly searches and you get a good chunk of this, you're going to get a lot of traffic. So what I like to do when I get here is to organize this sort descending. Yes, so that it shows at the top, the highest average monthly searches, and as you go down, you get lower and lower monthly searches. So you want to focus on words that have got high monthly search, but also you don't want a very high, top of page rank. But you can see, just like I had initially suspected, jobs near me has got 50,000. Okay, low competition, and 2.22. So perhaps I'm going to put in there as well, jobs near me. Okay. All right. And then you have jobs in Johannesburg is also low. This is 2.88. Jobs in Cape Town, which I'm going for, is also low competition, 2.50. All right. Indeed jobs, we can't go for that because we're not Indeed. Okay, government jobs is also pretty decent. Hey, look at that, 0.85. Government jobs. So I'm going to put that in there as well. We can definitely get a page for government jobs done. We can write a blog and focus on government jobs. We can do anything and then create a government jobs page, or focus when we start to sort of filter our jobs. It can be like a department that we filter, or what we call it, like a category that we filter on, and then that category page, we can build it with that keyword, government jobs. You can see that's good. So already when you're doing your planning, you want to write these things down, because when you get into your actual app development, you will remember these keywords, and then you will use the keywords to also guide the sort of jobs you want to feature on your website, but also the type of categories you want to work with, and how you're going to build your category pages, and what the keywords for those categories will be. A lot of it will be guided by your your research around the keywords. All right. And online jobs, look at that. But this is very high competition, and I'm not going to rank for this because I'm not going to pay that much to rank for this. So I'm going to leave that. Gumtree jobs, nope. Careers is low competition, 1.75. So I'm going to write careers down. We will get, we will work around it in the future. Look at that. DPS, what is this? DPSA. So DPSA is the development, it's the development bank. It's not DBSA. Okay, I'm not sure what DPSA vacancies is. And we can't rank for that. Look at the competition there. All right. And then careers portal. That's really good. Careers portal is also 50,000. And look at that top of page range. That's 0.37. Perhaps careers portal is the one I should go for. Careers portal. You see, careers portal, I didn't enter it when I was doing the initial. I didn't enter it when I was doing, like at the top here. I didn't enter it. I put in jobs Johannesburg, jobs South Africa, and all of that. I didn't enter careers portal. I didn't think of it. All right, and it doesn't even feature there. So if I didn't download this spreadsheet, I would have missed it. All right, because this is now suggestions from Google. Google is suggesting other things that have as much keyword searches that you could be targeting, that you would not have thought of. So this is why it's important. So I could have built my whole app and already done the keywords around, jobs in South Africa, and not thinking that jobs in South Africa has got a tenth of the search of jobs Johannesburg. But also, hey, career portal that I never even thought of has as much a search volume as jobs in Johannesburg, but the top of page range is low, which means people are not paying for it, which means you have a better chance of ranking for that keyword. When you see the top of page bid being low, it means not enough people are bidding for it. If this is low, it means people are not bidding for it, so the bid is low. If the bid is low, it means the competition is really, really low. And if the competition is low, it's good for you because you got a higher chance of ranking for that keyword if you don't have a lot of competition. You understand what I mean? So maybe careers portal is what you want to go for. Okay. Careers portal, I like that. I actually like careers portal a lot. And I'm going to even like highlight it or something. If I can highlight this. And fill it with green so that I don't forget it. Okay. Let's continue. I want to search for all the low and 50,000. Okay. Capital careers, jobs in Gauteng. Look at that. Okay, that's a bit expensive, so I'm not going to go for that. FNB careers is also very expensive. Transnet vacancies, nobody is bidding for that because nobody wants to work for Transnet. That makes a lot of sense. Standard Bank careers, Eskom vacancies, peanut jobs, ABSA careers, Mediclinic, Transnet, SAPS, Ekuleni, Capitec, jobs available. All right, that's medium, so that's a bit more competition. City of Cape Town jobs, that's very specific. So this is an iterative process, and perhaps you can go back and redo your search. Okay, you can redo your search and remove all of that. And let's see, working with careers as a main word, and see what we get. That careers portal, and now I've got another idea, job portal. All right, let me search for this and see what I get there. So this is an iterative process. When you go through the spreadsheet, you get more keyword ideas, you test them out and see what else comes up. Look at that thing. So the careers portal is really a winner, between 10K and 100K, low competition, 0.37. Job portal, just changing the word from careers to job, look at the search volume is much, much lower, but people are paying more for this. All right. Maybe there's a reason why people that type job portal perhaps are more bankable. I don't know. But this is a gem right here. Careers portal, I like this. I like this a lot. So I'm actually gonna go into the very next step, because once you figure out your keyword, you already have to think ahead of where you're gonna put this website of yours. And once you've done the keyword planning, you need to then reserve your domain. And if you can find a domain that talks to the keyword that you're gonna go with, that's the winner. That is like the top prize to go for. Obviously, more some SEO experts at this point will tell you that no, you might want to buy an expired domain and try and work that way. That takes much effort, or maybe you want to hire an SEO expert for that if you really want to go that way. But that's not what we're going to do in this lecture. In this lecture, we're going to go and try and purchase a domain. Okay, so let's actually go to our where we purchase most of our domains, and I'll leave you guys the links in the description below. Okay, domains.co.za. I'm going to actually just search for careers portal and see if I can find this domain. All right. Guess what? It's available. So I'm going to immediately buy this. All right. .co.za. I'm going to add this to cart and I'm going to check out, because if you can get a domain that talks to your keyword exactly, you have won. All right, so I'm gonna go to the cart and I'm gonna purchase this right away. All right, so once you get to the cart, this is where we are. I think at this point I don't need a hosting service, because I already have an existing hosting service, so I'm not gonna add a hosting service. Nope, I don't want a hosting. I just want that 79 rands, and careers portal.co.za. I'm going to check out, and perhaps I should just log in so that I don't have to enter all my information again. All right, and I'm just going to pay. So I'll get back with you guys after I've completed the payment. So we can safely say that SEO keyword planning is done. What the keyword planning allows us to do is to decide the sort of words we want to work with in our application. When we write our code in the HTML, we want to focus on that keyword and write around it so that Google will pick up that this is what we're trying to target. But also it helps a lot of other things, like it helps us also with our branding. And as you've seen, we've just purchased a domain, and we want the domain to talk to our keyword. That's also part of what they call technical SEO. If your URL and your actual domain name speaks to your keyword, you have a higher chance of people finding your you have a higher chance of your actual website ranking for that keyword, right? So you want to rank for that keyword, careers portal. So we bought that domain, and it was available, funny enough. And at the same time, we were able to, secure it. Now, the keyword is out of the way. The next thing that we need to do, according to our brand, to our schedule, is to do the marketing and branding. And what I had in mind with the marketing and branding, there's no subtasks. Okay, so it is branding and social media. So I'm not going to cover the social media in detail. You should just know, if you are doing a real project, this is the point that you want to go and open up your social media pages. You want to create a Facebook page, a Twitter page, and at least an Instagram page. Those are the minimum that you want to create, and you want to use the keyword that you've worked with. So when you go to Facebook and you want to create a Facebook page, you're going to want to create a Facebook page that is called Careers Portal on Facebook, and on Twitter the same thing, and on Instagram the same thing. But you know how to do that, so I'm not going to show you. I will let you go ahead and do that. But what I want to spend some time on here is branding. And by branding, I mean, what's your logo going to look like? What is your, colors of your website and everything going to look like? Just because we have selected this template, it doesn't mean we have to stick to the colors that are in this template. We can change the colors. But if we could stick to them, it will help us a lot, because it will mean less work. Okay, so we need a template. Obviously, we're not going to call our website Jobia. We're going to have a name for the a logo and all of that, And for that, if you've seen the previous videos, I really like working with Envato. Envato Elements is really affordable. There's a once-off price that you pay. It's about $14 a month or something like that. And once you've paid that amount, you have access to even this template. I could have downloaded it off Envato, but in your case, I wanted to get a free one so that you would be able to follow this tutorial without having to pay anything. Unfortunately, when it comes to the branding, you have two options. You can either go and hire a branding marketing company to design you a logo that talks to your web application. And if you had a real client and if it was a real project, the client would have had to have a budget for that. So you would go to a marketing company and you would get them to design you a logo that talks to the colors that they want to have. So this is the stage where you would do it. But you want to do it now after you've done the keyword planning, because you want the keywords to also talk to it, maybe influence the branding a little bit if it can, because if you're going to call your website careers portal, then the logo perhaps needs to talk to that as well. Okay, so that's why it's important to do the keyword planning before you get to the branding part. Some people do the other way around. They decide on a name and a brand and the colors and everything, and then they build the website, and then later on they want to do SEO, and then they find that actually it's, there's no one is searching for that word, and then they spend more money trying to build links and do a whole lot of things to get people to find their website on SEO. Then the SEO ends up costing more. This is why it's important, if you remember what I told you, if you don't plan properly, you're going to, at the end, spend more money to get the same thing, or spend more time. You're going to be more inefficient. But if you plan well, everything sort of just falls into place nicely, and you're going to build your web application as efficiently as possible. Now we're going to the branding. This option 2, if you didn't have funds to afford an expensive marketing company, you can just do it yourself. This is where Envato comes in. This is why I like working with Envato. You can go there and search for, logos, whatever, and then you can work them and rework them the way that you want. So what I've decided to do, to save a little bit of time in this video, I've decided to go with letters. So I want CP because I'm going for careers portal. So I want a C and a P, and then I'm going to write careers portal at the bottom. So my logo is going to look something like a CP at the top and a careers portal at the bottom. So I search for a P logo. If you just search for the words P logo on Envato Elements, you'll find all sorts of logos that come with the letter P. All right, and then you open it in a new tab, and I think that's the one. No, this is C. So these are all the P's. And you can find, you can also do the same thing and search for a C, so that you can get C's and P's. So I've got P's there, and I've got C's over here. And then what I did is that I tried to find a C and a P that looks similar, all right? And also that I like for myself. Because if you search through Envato, you'll find lots of potential logos you can work with. But some of the letters you can find, the designers will design similar looking letters so that you can put them together, So I wanted to find a C and P that looks the same so that I can put them together and it can look like it was one flawless design. Right? Because I don't have the money to hire an expensive marketing branding company. I'm a DIY entrepreneur. I'm going to try and design the logo myself, but obviously I can't really do it from scratch myself. So Envato allows you to at least start somewhere off somebody's work and you build on it and still end up with a professional looking logo that looks like it came from a marketing and design company. So I've picked my C and Ps and I've downloaded them. I think I went for this C over there. So that's the one that I went for. And then I found a P that looks just like it. All right. There's the P that looks just like the C. And then I've downloaded both of them. And that's what I'm going to work with. So let me go and open my, where I'm working from. All right. So this program, if you're not familiar with it, is called Affinity Designer. If you have a little bit more money, you can go and buy Adobe Suite, but also I'm always a cheap entrepreneur. So Affinity Designer is really good for editing stuff, So if you wanted to have your own marketing design, branding company, you might want to get the whole package with Adobe. But if you're working like me, where you're just working off somebody else's logo, they're just going to do a little bit of an edit here and there. Affinity Designer is ideal for that. And Affinity Designer, I think, costs about 800, 700 rands if you buy it off the internet, and you have lifetime membership. So it's not a monthly or an annual fee that you have to pay. You pay once off and then you have it and you can use it forever. And in fact, all the upgrades, they will upgrade it for you. So every year when there's upgrades, you can go back to the App Store and you can upgrade it. So it's a once-off fee and it's really affordable and it does what I needed to do. I'm not a branding specialist. I just want to be able to find a logo somewhere off the internet that I've purchased and rework it to look like what I want for my website. So I want this C and P to sort of talk to each other. So that's the part I will maybe go through a little bit in here. I think what I'll do is I'll try and put that P closer to the C, maybe like that. All right. And then so I need to move these dots over here to move them in there. So how can I do that? Because so let me put this and send this behind, move back, move to the back. Yeah, that's better. So this C will be like there. In fact, I can even put it like that, and then it looks even better. It looks like it was perfectly designed to fit in there. All right, then I'm gonna ungroup that. All right, so I can move the dots around. There you go. And move that other one over there. Move this one here. Move that one there. Move that one over there. All right, and then I've got, it just gave me another idea while I was doing that, is to see if I can't move that that over there. Okay, and then also ungroup that and move these ones. Sorry, and move these little dots in here. Or does that look weird? A bit weird. Yeah, no, that doesn't look right. But you know, this is up to you. Just do what you feel is right when you're working with your logo. I think I don't want that. That's just wrong. But then that leaves an empty space over there. So what you can do is that you can cover this up. You can, you know, create a you can cover this up so you can get this color. And I've already, like, you know, you can get the color, then you can cover this section up. So let me see how I would be able to do that. So I'm gonna get a pen. You can get a pen over there. You can zoom in here. Okay, escape, and you can sort of use that to that. Yeah, there's a tool there that you can sort of use to stretch. It's not that. All right, so let me delete that. There's a way to do this. So let's get the pen, put that in there. Okay, that's better. And then use that. Yes, there you go, to sort of close the C up. There you go. And this can go in there. All right. So once you've done that, you can just color in that object. So that object over there, you can get the, you know, not to have a circle around it, and you can, like, the inside, you can go and find what is this color over there. All right. And then you can, like, make this color that color. There you go. And just like that, that P looks a little bit more complete. And yeah, it won't be perfect, but I was just trying to show you how you can get a logo and work around it and make it, you know, make it your own, right? So I'm gonna change that color as well to fit, because I've, yeah, to fit, to look the same as that one. All right, so that's C to look like that, and I will do the same with the little dots over there. Zoom in and do the same with those dots and give them the same color. See, then it looks a little bit better, right? And then at the bottom, I'm going to write careers portal. But before I do that, I'm going to then group all of this into one. All right, so that when I move it around, it doesn't leave anything else behind. And that's my logo right over there. And then I'm going to write at the bottom careers portal. All right, I'm going to find a nice font for it. I don't have a lot of nice fonts. Chalkboard. Maybe a more clean. No, actually, I know the kind of font we want here. This one. Yeah, that's the one. Right. So that looks a little bit like the CNP anyway, and give it the same color. There you go. And just like that, you've got your logo. So our branding is done. We need for our let's look at our template again, our website template, and sort of see where the logo goes. All right, so you're gonna need a logo there, and it looks like it's a landscape type of a logo, so I think it will fit there, and it goes a little bit with the blue, or we can even then later on change this color to match the color of our logo. We're going to need a fav icon that sits there, and for that we will just use this part without the wording. Okay, so what you can do now in your homework is to create a new fav icon. You can just get a new page that's a square page and just put this part without the wording, and then you've got your logo and your fav icon, and then you can we'll continue next week with actually putting together the application, the web application now with the templates, and actually building it now that we have our logo, we've got our keyword, we've got our domain, we're ready to go.